Hello everybody and welcome back to the new VR news. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today, we have some amazing new VR games to go over, impressive software updates from Facebook and Valve, and the most intriguing new haptic feedback system to date. If you end up enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Okay guys, let's get into this. So first up in the game news, we got a teaser trailer for a game called Stride. Now there's no other way to describe this game other than Mirror's Edge in VR. I kinda get sick of that flat screen to VR comparison, but let's face it, there's no way around it in this case. Regardless, it looks like this is going to be an amazing experience in VR. Besides the summer 2020 release date and the availability on multiple platforms, including Vive Port, Steam, and Oculus, there's not much more information about this game. So when I know more, you guys will know more. So next up, the PlayStation VR exclusive Persistence is actually coming to PC VR next month on May 21st. Now this is a first-person horror-themed roguelike that originally released in July of 2018 to positive reviews. A flat screen version is also releasing on all major consoles. So next up, another exclusive title is making its way onto Steam, and that's Fire Escape, which is coming from the now defunct Google Daydream platform. Now this game is about 60 minutes of extremely creepy voyeurism, where you spy on your neighbors throughout an apartment complex trying to solve a murder. The few reviews that are out there for this title all state that it's compelling and complex, but since Google Daydream was already on the way out when the game released, it really didn't get much coverage. Fire Escape will be available on Steam this Wednesday, April 29th. So next up, we have a workout app designed to feel like a game. Supernatural, a subscription-based VR fitness app, became available last week. Now there is actually a 30-day free trial available, but after that, it's $19 a month. Now this is actually designed around fitness. It's not just playing Beat Saber for a couple rounds a day, and it definitely kicks it up a notch compared to other titles like Box VR or Power Beats VR. So if you're looking for a new type of indoor fitness during quarantine, why not go ahead and check out the free trial? Just know you will have to put down a credit card, but you can cancel at any time. So last up in the game news, we continue to see Life Alyx mods. Gordon's mod is an open sandbox level where you can spawn in items and enemies and even bat them to death with Gordon Freeman's very own crowbar. Now overall the level is pretty cool and pretty impressive considering the official mod tools have not been released yet. But this is a perfect segue into our first software news item. A listing for Life Alyx workshop tools has popped up on SteamDB. SteamDB is a site that interfaces with Steam and allows you to pull out an assortment of information. In this case, it's a new database listing. So hopefully these tools are officially on the way, and we'll soon see an explosion of new content. Now next up, I want to mention the Vive Port Play at Home sale. 2 weeks back, Vive Port had an even better deal where you could get a 1-year subscription for under $30, which I have to say is an insane deal because normally it's $12.99 a month, and there are hundreds of VR titles available. Well, if you happen to miss that deal, you can still get it for $4.50 a month if you're willing to sign up for a full year, and this offer is good until May 3rd. Even at the $50 price tag, this is still a pretty amazing deal. So next up, we're taking a look at the potential future of typing in VR. Back when I was a kid, if you ran into someone who was really proficient on a keyboard, it was just outright impressive. Well, now it's fairly commonplace. But looking at this, I feel that same childhood type of awe, and I really have to wonder, is this the future, or is there a significantly steep learning curve? Believe it or not, people used to think learning to type on a keyboard was hard as hell. Now this is called pinch type, and it's coming from researchers out of Facebook. So next up, SteamVR continues to drop some small but significant changes on us. Version 1.11 not only brings with it a slew of bug fixes and performance upgrades, the Life Alyx environments are now available to everyone, Valve has made it easier for us to adjust our audio options, and we now have additional options for our chaperone boundaries. Two significant additions are allowing you to adjust the boundary height and determining at what distance the boundary will kick in. Now for me, these are all welcomed updates. I have a fairly low ceiling which I tend to punch, And lately, I also find myself adjusting my boundary based on the game I'm playing. Some games, like the recently released Swords of Gaia, have me making drastic movements, and the new hole in my door is a great indication that I should probably up the sensitivity. Overall, I'm loving Valve's commitment to a platform that only 1.3% of their users are actually on. Okay guys, let's jump into the hardware news. Now, while there's no officially new released or announced products, we have a look into what the future of VR haptics could be with virality. Now, this immediately made me think of Ready Player One, and it provides a type of haptic feedback that you just can't get anywhere else. Just like with any type of new tech, I'm always skeptical, but virality makes a compelling case with a light, cheap, and low-power device. This is something that could be powered by the frunk on your Valve Index, and having a device that can physically stop your hand when touching a virtual object is a piece of technology we absolutely have to pursue. Now, while the Valve Index controllers can perform full finger tracking, if you watch a practiced pianist try and perform in VR, it usually doesn't go over that well. And it's simple, you need that physical feedback. And that's something that controllers alone will never be capable of. Now, unfortunately, this is currently just proof of concept, and it's not like this is going to be turned into a commercial product anytime soon. But seriously, Valve, Facebook, whoever, get on this now. I mean, honestly, just stop and think about it. After reading through the paper and just checking out these short demos, I am extremely intrigued. Okay guys, that was today's VR news. As always, I really hope you enjoyed it. I love sharing these updates and stories with you guys. And if you're also having a good time, don't forget to give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Alright, I'll see you guys on next time.